Welcome to the live. This Sylvester Queen. I'm live at the studio session, also roundabout this country. We can say GH. I normally don't want to talk about things that are centered with in the channel is supposed to be infinite continuity. Now we also want to talk about the very importance of the role that the GA I want to say GhCard, as it is on the screen. That's what I want to talk about. But first of all, we'd like to show this. Do you see that I'm the only one who get up and do things officially, and you don't have a part? I've been working in Accra. I've had myself alone, who is the manager, not you and I. I wasn't the person in any robbery and criminal case where you thought we are just a manager, so has been the reason you have thought we have money locked in the banks. Tell the banks the money that the Lord prophesied that they should put into usury, that is my own money vision. He, the Lord, city, he has even never sent to this flesh. This Sylvester with the great saint, and not your kind of level. You are not the one that prophesy you need an urgent need for money or to put it to usury. The vision will build. If you haven't built a heaven, how do we talk about heaven and money? So this is what I'm saying. Now look at it very closely. If a person should be working, look, everything with my name. Yes, Bequin Sylvester Bequin. You want to say Sylvester Bequin? My name has never been in anywhere you claim I've ever traveled. It is my name only without a flesh like this that I've traveled. Only the names to those countries. So that spiritually I have my plane that I can travel any country in the world and in heaven. You don't see it. But I see it with some of the stars or some of the prophets, but they don't know it. If you have known it, you come to this level. But I know it. The musicians and some of the prophets, I know it already. So I'm only making it known to you somewhere that you may understand the doing of the Lord. If you need, the angel is on earth and you don't know him, it's definitely going to be as you think he, the Lord, is talking to you better than the one who carry those flights that travel over sea and abroad in heavens. There's myself. Now, if I don't do things officially, why do you think I have to do things and then with receipts at the police and headquarters, and you fail to support and defend the one the Lord has destined? So you have knowledge of only wrongdoing from your generation in the past, and that is not repeated in this. I have shown you, you have nothing to prove when it comes to myself. This is myself. This is Asian passport I have made. You watch carefully. I made it first, so that when Donald Trump traveled, maybe China, you don't know which part of the country is China or continent, right? So that my doing is this, that made things work. At least one of these is enough. But this country have never worked according to what, even this, and we didn't have this for free as a citizen. We pay and we give tips. Not just the tip, not just the payment. Are you doing the right thing? Here is a spirit calling and you fail to understand. Here are the things. If you have a yellow fever sickness, certificate international, not your country. This is international thing. These are all the things that made the passport. And you fail to understand. Look, I want to show you all these things before we go to the other point, the main point. Now, you see this immigration? Look, hold on, let me get it. This is immigration. This same country, right? So my name, Sylvester Bequin. In the inverse, you are seeing the name. This is my privacy, and then whatever necessary you want to say is what? Addressing. If you expect something from them, like I told you, here it is. I don't want to tell you the story of somebody. You see this? If I don't build a nation, why do I need these things? For what? You see Tema, right? You see the things that we have on it. Are they money, billions? Yes. So I don't come to your level to understand what you are saying, you and the Lord and God. No. When they talk about who is making it work, it's myself, not you and God. You and God, he only knows you when you are a sinner begging. But the scripture did not say that you can be a sinner to know him. Only in your righteousness, his law reserved. That makes it. That's where the judgment comes from. So I'm not living by the examples of your lifestyle. So listen well. This is very important. Immigration with my name. Look at the phone number. The MTN number that you've been saying, or you are having people to use wrongly. You see the inverse. That's my MTN number. The 0548459706. This is official with the Vodafone also official army of the Lord, all of that. You allow this to be used by a person who doesn't know anything about myself. What can you judge myself with when I have to tell you the person who is nation first and building first, and you don't know him? Now to the main point. Let's focus. If I don't build, then in the background you tell me what noise it is also that you hear. If I don't show you what it is, and I want to also thinkly watch carefully what you're doing. Now this is the main topic. So that we will be talking mainly on this now. I'm asking this simply as it should be a matter of concern, as you also want to know what probably it is on the channel. Now watch carefully. So on this very two broadcasting line, I'm showing only what is available that we need also to talk about. Don't you see that if I build indeed the visions, people on the internet and on TikTok and Facebook, what if I don't come up on Facebook because until they open it? Because it's under what? Observation. And that is your own doing. What I put there, you are the reason they put it out or whatever. Simply saying, confirming my ID with many of myself single, working on all of that. Try to reach out to somebody based on need. You don't even know what platform do I have not my name working in the world. You go and ask. But I don't have, you want to say I'm a part of what you create, which is wrong. Have we created an international space station that is wrong? No, I don't do that. So that you simply would have to learn to understand what the Lord is saying. Here is what I'm showing on all the platforms. So we are talking about the GhCard and the number of what SIMs linked to it, or number of SIM cards linked to it. So the number of SIM cards linked to this and named 8. 8, we want to find out what it is. You might not know the importance or a role that a SIM card should play or the GhCard should play. That US will never have somebody use your SIM card or something encrypted to your single bio to be used by any other false person claiming to be yourself in a different flesh, a form that do not even have any blood group of your family, nor surname. Who can claim something without your surname being given? This photo we taken just yesterday or evening of yesterday, and today's photo is showing. Am I not the same telling you, or the broadcast we made around about here continue to show somebody different is my single server I'm showing you. So the EMS, if you have any proper addressing system, that should be probably, you talk of EMS, why do you want to say it is showing? Look at it well. EMS, watch carefully. Who are you that they should send to you or mail to you from the Department, Immigration, or Ghana Army, or Armed Forces, or US, or anything whatsoever, and you have the same number showing on it with my single name that exists to be Sylvester Kwesi Bequin, or Bequin Sylvester Kwesi, or Bequin Sylvester, you want to know. And some of these who have no name Sylvester, so they couldn't use it because you can't use it. But I told you, I have certificate for the Bequin Sylvester only. That one, I have it. Also different. So even to have that one is a problem for somebody. Also to talk, if I don't build companies and work with companies, manage other companies in my companies, why do you think this should be showing million? Are we talking about your 1,000 cities or just 100 cities? We are talking about myself, a manager, handling issues. Carefully watch. I want you to understand what role I'm playing here. Do you have it right there? Does it show your official tema, whatever? I don't want to name it. You know it. Maybe later I will do that. Do you see this? Why do you think I should present it? When already publicly I have announced and teaching and clearance for the purpose of spirit and what is written in text that you don't understand, I came to what? The level to perform it all. And I did it. And you fail to understand it. Watch this. Travel, certificate, everything. What do you think should be the reason for what all this is? To show my single ID. It's not your ID anywhere in the international or local. You are the one calling yourself international, yet you have nothing to prove where you have international. Show it first. And I'm just saying how we did things or how we perform the right. And you also do probably likewise in your name with your name, if you have the right to do it. And I have the right to do it. And all this thing with this, you allow people to be breaking us, just spoiling things around it. Is the Ghana police working? No, it's not working. That's why I want to prove it, because I'm this person. Even a nation born coming to do this again is unofficial or unofficial. Why? Because birth nation, you don't have to take money from myself, born for nation. whose father and parents serve at the castle to do it. Why do they have money and they can't do it? Okay, so to the next, let's show what is on the live. It's very necessary to know what I'm saying. So let's take a look at what I have. What I want to show won't show on the other hand. Yes, it won't show. I can show this part because it's with code. So the person knows what ID is it. Yet you know that I've created my things also. And I show it already. So you may tell me if I cannot create, then I don't have to use it or with condition. I'm the one who create. So whatever vision you have to say you created, you have to come and prove it. That's what I said, defend it. I didn't just have certificate, but I showed a certificate. I didn't just have anything to do with education or care or kingdom, but I have to prove it. And the proof is what in the work. Do you agree? So let's see what I'm saying. Now, this is the number of times I have to say SIM card linked to my what? SIM card with my single name. And also a part registered for somebody in Nkonya. So at least, look at the first one, my Tigo. So this case you don't want to say is somebody's thing that I'm using. My Tigo, you watch carefully, 0274 381 595. That is what? Right there, link to this. You watch carefully, this kind of card. That's right there. We have MTN 0548459706, which is what? Also showing right there with the same. We have also what? Telecel 0501203750. TC right there. And we also have 0200981517 TC right there. And we also have these particular ones. There are some numbers that I registered for my mom and for myself, like we use the same. That's how you know my mom used the voter, and sometimes they have to stop using it for a reason. And then you have this number. And I have also a SIM card that is merchant, Vodafone Cash. Let me take that one first. So that one is your 020-8439-636. That is my Vodafone SIM card, which is merchant. You are the same reason you cause it to be taken out of what? Maybe the service. Yet it's right there with my SIM card and GhCard linked with it. So if you think all these are the reason you do wrong thing with it, I don't care. And there are other SIM cards that I purchased from Vodafone office in Accra, Circle, which already was linked with what? About 66,000 with a UMB account. I even called them and told with one of these numbers here. I won't show you, but it's just among these numbers. I will get it. So that's it. And I told them, how do we claim it? Because it's my name which has been placed on it, and then account with money. Because I'm working for Vodafone without pay, and you don't understand the X-Men or the X-character or the angel. How do you know what I have to say? That you understand the best. So it is on the live. Now we get it. So I didn't take the money, I didn't claim it because I had to go in the process to understand if indeed it is what it is. These are some of the reasons somebody claimed my SIM card is his and whatever and what have you. That money is on it. Go and take with a UMB account, and if that name have any connection with your name. Because if you work and they want to pay you, sometimes they have a way to pay the one working in a different person's name, but that which have been licensed to myself, having my SIM card on it, that will tell you how they change the account of somebody to somebody and they are doing it. Even my Prudential Bank, my Access Bank, my Data Bank, my Ghana Commercial Bank, and all other banks that we talk about, whatever. And all these things, even to myself validate and make some changes, you don't even agree to do this. Whereas it's my single self sitting and showing it, and I prove that if you understand it, which of the numbers here that currently I hold that is with your Ghana card or your GH card. You watch carefully what I'm saying. Is it not very important to note what I'm saying? Or the presentation is not as nice and most beauty to what we say talking and building? Can you hear that in the background? That's at least very nice to say. So what you are not watching or what you are not seeing, on the other hand, I'll probably show you something else with this. Yeah, so sitting on the two, at least with one clarity of voice and the other, maybe they may be showing the spirit, placing themselves how they want it best. Because we try to fix it and you know what it is, the involvement of such things. Yes. So verify yourself if indeed you are that nation born and then working well. I'm not a person you want to say you are hiding. You can't lead my path to do anything for my sake, because with my self-passport already, what are you going to do for us? It's just about the president of the United States to say, Sylvester, son of the greatest, come to our state, come and beat or come and teach the people how women and man, or angel and archangels, how they serve and serve a better place in the world of the Lord. So that I show you the Lord that is a beast and the Lord that is a devil. And I show you Father and Son being with one person, you think you can stand it. You can stand it. Let me better tell you, this is not your level to talk about what I'm saying. It is not a church level to talk about Father and Son. You don't know anything about Father and Son, except you are a soul of them coming from heaven to show the world what you've got. And also, mind you, quickly, I was asking a simple question. We need to do that also right now. Let's take a look at that. If you have anybody you are paying billions to do the right thing and they fail to do it because of corruption, I'm not a part of it. I just simply want to say, what you probably can do, that I'm out there on the street. So I'm multitasking, doing what? These are different angles, at least try to show somebody. Oh, yeah, you just have to listen to what I'm saying. Are we right? Look, we are on the live, showing what is live and who is watching the live. So let's take a look at the importance of the country GhCard. So what important role? Okay, the main purpose. So what was the main purpose? Was the main purpose. So I'm multitasking right now. Main purpose. With what divided attention and talking at the same time, only observing if I'm watching or not, we don't know. I'm just doing it. What is the main purpose for the creation? That's where we come to that level with you. Now watch here. So I'm going to say that as we talk about it, so you realize this number 03269-688. And then we also have 0503269-691. And we also have what? 0503269-696. All this with what? My single self. So how do you think my GhCard or GhCard is yours? Are you even playing or joking? So now let's take a look at the main purpose for that which is on the screen displaying. You may listen to it on this side and also watch also on the other hand if you have the right to do. So the main, all this creation is my word that created. So we are only supposed to bear witness to what I'm saying. Now, it's my word. So whatever I say, if it's in the light from the light, it's myself who know how to fancy. That's why I put it on the live and in the data light verification with myself, Sylvester Kwesibekwe. Finger is the group proving that we are original certified copy of ourselves from which strength and astral world we were birthed. So if you have not done this to the level, how do you mean you want to take a place of somebody? You can't even stand that level. Now watch here. So the main purpose of the GhCard or the GhCard is to create a secure, centralized and digitalized. So you see, you have not functioned where it's digitalized. I have functioned to prove how we use it. So already, whatever led the mission, I have made it. Of course, digitalization is when I'm showing you how we use it or how we finalize the works. So digitalization or digitalized national identification. So having my name birthed in Nkoya and making the whole world know I'm born from Nkoya in this country, GH. Worldwide, known myself on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube of 4 channels. Having the television is channel issue, engineering, forum for support, and my privacy. All of that with the same the same ID to talk about the US known every place in the world that you don't have to search for my good or evil because already I'm in the light. And also showing. Now watch carefully, it will be interesting. That's even what they said there was a reason, and that which is a reason they have performed or created the GhCard or the GhCard, they have fallen short to it. Look at what is right here. This is the main purpose. We are not taking it or fetching it from different country. In this country, we're fetching source. Now what? So let's take it again. That is the main purpose of the GH or the GhCard is to create a secure, centralized, and digitalized national identification system to formalize the Ghanaian economy. Do what carefully, the Ghanaian economy. Reduce fraud. That is why you have increased fraud. Reduce fraud because even with the system, the person. And here you are. So you have also opposite falling. Now watch carefully. That reduce fraud and simplify how citizens access public and private service. You see, so am I on public now? Yes. So when I turn it to what? Privacy is with myself that You can't watch it now, or you can watch it now. Look at it from the time I made it open. And USA telling you, a citizen, if you want to have what? A US what? Visa, or non-citizen, whatever, immigrant or migrant, whatever. So simply talk about what? The visa, to acquire a US visa, they are telling you your social media, social handles on which you post or advertise or keep yourself a profiling CV, selling yourself best and receiving people like the linking, whatever, any of that, that turn it privacy to public domain. If you are one that is also what, acquiring or looking forward to what, having the US visa, that's what is out there on the street. So you do that, right? And you are supposed to do that. Okay, so that's one of the privacy you should know when you are open to talk to people and when you are closed not to talk to people. These are the simple things we are saying. Is the numbers with my GhCard or Ghana card linked with your number? That you probably come and show us. That went many years. My ID staff many years. And as I am 40 or 38 code, what do you mean? Are you the one they are talking of? When did you even come to the understanding of using internet? What have you created that you should put out there for people to learn? So how is the total number? The total numbers linked to what? My GhCard, the other is 8, right? Let's see. So probably the card 8. So that's why probably they will name it card 8. And when you take it to somebody down the lane in even their political level, you realize my number, the 8, have worked every place. And the 4, middle of 8 is 4. These work every place. And yet I'm the one you came and sinned against, breaking my own law and telling. And that's why I'm even surprised. How can you talk to somebody, or you can transmit my genuine life into somebody or via somebody's what, level where the spirituality is not the same yet? What am I doing that you're going to say anybody in the country have ever done it? First person, and you're watching live. You are watching it live as it is. So to say reduce fraud, you have not reduced it. That's when you are even. And also to publicly bring to the notices and control economy and all this to know citizens how they should accept public. We talk about internet. I've never received internet for free. I buy internet. You ask Vodafone. Then you are saying Vodafone should not have track record of what I'm doing. Yet you tell them I should be the one to tell, okay, very well. So it's better. So already I'm a staff. So if they say I'm the one, they can issue out those things. That's fine. Do you know how long we've been with Vodafone? It's not just about Vodafone. It's GT, the Ghana Mobitel, and brought Vodafone. I'm the same one who brought the new world that they are showing you Telecel, because of we are different country. And they'll use those use it where they sell, the Telecel and all of that. That's the reason you are seeing it. And this one also connects with the heavenly spiritual issue. That's why you saw it like that. Do you not see what we are saying is that the Lord's doing? This they're doing from the Lord and from his archangels. Why do you stand there and say you want to compete with us when you should have done it and you haven't done it? Or is my faith they're grown up with somebody cheating? Or I've been showing you what I am to say look like every single self of my single flesh. I don't transmit myself in the form that you want to say I would generally change from myself to your flesh. No. It is my light part. I can be yourself. How you are saying you claim you are this somebody else other than yourself, or is your certificate or signature or name that is on the things that I've done yet. You don't see why, even with my own channel, how do you defend it? Then I told you, all right, reserve with US. Because until you also know that the Bible directs that whatsoever thing that we do in this country, it is to be heard. The best that we find from this land, or in anywhere there's an east rising, that's where the best will be reserved in US. So I have not reserved myself for you where you don't know I'm just serving and working and creating. So that you don't have any of your father's shrine, God, deity, or culture. You don't have it here, because I wasn't birthed to any of you in any claim. I am in Konya birth. In Konya is not mixture of any tribe. Of course, you can't say the original people are talking about in Konya people, then you go and mention Muslim or Christianity. No, that's not original. Already you know that you don't understand what you're saying if we talk of maybe your unique ID and you are saying it's another person. Like once you begin to talk about Ministries sylvester, then you are saying a part of somebody else to nobody. Yet is what? Talking about general things. Now let's take a look at one of the key areas it should also operate. Now let's see if indeed we are doing what the Lord is reserved. Now the final word to say, the mate of this work, proof of identity. So these are the function and role playing of what you have created, which you didn't know. Why you created it, you don't know. So this is not supposed to be what? It's not supposed to be resting governance, or it's not supposed to be outgoing or sitting government. It's not about you. Because once you take off or leave off an office, this should not stop. Do you see it now? That's why we tell you, you didn't know that you have sinned against the one who built the world that you came to make. If you are not angel, you are not digital. If you are the angel, then you understand what I'm saying. So watch here. Now, to prove of identity. So you see, you did it, you have paid people, but they are not doing that which it was supposed to serve. So the GhCard serves as well the primary and mandatory legal document. So that's a legal document. So when I come to any place, you don't also limit that country legal document to only GhCard, because it's just one of the legal. It's one of the legal documents, and it's not complete because GhCard have expiry date, but my date of birth have no expiry date. Do you agree now? So the GhCard have expiry date. My date of birth and birth certificate, baptismal certificate, they don't have any certificate, expiry like that until maybe it's no more completed in flesh. But with the GhCard, you have made 10 years. And when it's about exactly 5 years, then you came and take it away. So I know it's a spirit doing. So I'm always proving. Then they said, let's show what you have done at the time you have it in a short time or halfway the line. Then it is. So you have not proven any of these things. So proving what? The identity and citizenship with what? With a country that it replaces the need for multiple sectors specific what? Identity card. By what? Or centralizing an individual, by data. So that's why we talk about biodata is your finger. It's not the card. The finger is what proves it. That's why you now term as fingerprint. So that's why you only use fingerprint in assessing everybody that is operating on the internet with phone or services. But it's not the proof to say it is the only way you can prove your identity. You don't have to have one option to be a legal document of the country. That's why you're getting it wrong. To say if you don't have GhCard, you can have your Voda Cash or your MTN or your Tigo or your Glow, whatever SIM card replaced. You have to have a different proof of identity. So this is just one of identity, but even this one is only 10 years. So 10 years is expired until renewal. So that's not a certified what. So this is not a certified identity to be GhCard. Only 10 years certified. And that is the only way. You can't say that when it gets missing, we should go and pay money again and do that. Is that a citizenship right? So that is where it comes to play another role which is different from purpose in the law. Where in the country, law, is it supposed to be? Did they make the GhCard or the GhCard that we should be paying now to be paying before you acquire it? That is where you know you cannot prove one. At least optional that if maybe 10 list of legal things to prove as an identity. If you don't have this, you may have that one. If you don't have this, you may have this one. So you don't center all the right legally on what? GhCard, which is only 10 years validity. And even with mine, just 5 years, you came and take it away. That's what I'm showing on the screen. So whoever is in possession of this, I'm telling you that you cannot do anything with my GhCard because this is already the code on it. Is myself the same Lord? You don't know it. Having the code showing. Now watch carefully. So that this will be what? Variety of services. And what? That you must present it to maybe one of the National Identification Authority, wherever. Now open or operate a bank account, registration or register a SIM card. So these are some of the options, the important reasons you have it function. So if they have not underlisted it here, it shouldn't be the only thing you need in the country. So what you have underlisted here is the only thing you need according to this level. So open or operate a bank account. Now register also a SIM card for your mobile phone. So how do my SIM card now become somebody else? Are you proving that we have only one GhCard in the country, or that's the only hot cake, or that's the only gold? So indeed it is. But do you know you will be arrested for using my card wrongly, or I finish my session and I put it as digitalized, decoded, and what? Encrypted to language and sentence. So if you didn't know that, I have shown that. How we use things you have made with word. That's why the Bible is without proof until I prove it. And there also, you have to register a SIM card for your mobile, like I said, and then for my mobile. Then acquire what? Also acquire, look at it, acquire a passport or a driver's license. I have all these things. I have a passport, all these things before you did it. So it's not my level. You are now going to show what should legally say is the reason I did it. I have my passport in 2016. Before all these things have come up, because I was the same person in the system, GhCard or GhCard. And then, oh, this for NI. Yeah, thank you so much. Quickly, we have to wrap up. And also what? How to register a plot of land or conduct a business. Also file taxations or taxes and assets, social service, and then somewhere what like what NHIS or LEAP. So LEAP, you didn't just say it's LEAP. So who is LEAP? If there was nobody with math, how do we describe something as a LEAP? Then we also have travel documents for ocean trade. Now, factory has an ECOWAS card that is in the ECOWAS or West African sub-regions without a visa. Without a visa. Additionally, to travel to this country, GH or Gold Coast, visa free. Actually, this part is very well noted. And also 4 is also a national development and security. Now, this also came to what the creation of the cards of that underlying what database. So I've been showing what is database and what you have to keep in database. Fingerprint will prove it. That allows the government to generate or create demographic data. That this help the state effectively, the word I will say the way it is, plan for resources like schools, hospital, and my empire mansions, track record for nation birth, that whatever I'm doing, anybody who has not acquired it legally with my approval, where you see it anywhere built like or look alike, then you have to go take the profit for building it for us without consulting myself or without paying the right or having released it. That's why you protect and you get profit for it. You can't have somebody freely taking my thing and you the one who don't know how to create, you are saying you are defending what is not yours and you also don't know what you keep. Then also, simultaneously helping security agencies combat identity theft, and that's what you are doing. Identity theft and crime. So whatever you put on it to be, probably the reason we created is this you are doing, opposite the law. You see that? Very, very unfortunate, but it's a fortunate life to play a role. So at least we've done this to the level. Thank you so much. We end the brokers this level with the Sylvester mission. Thank you so much. We've done it. So you didn't see it on this point, and you have listened to the audio. And you also didn't have it from the other end. You probably have seen it live. Thanks so much as we end the brokers live on this site. Thanks so much.